Shine your light now. This time it's got to be good. You get it right now, yeah. 'Cause you're in Hollywood. 'Cause you're in Hollywood. Hollywood.
What's going on, guys? On this episode of On the Set, I'm checking out The Black Phone 2. So, 4 years after the events of the first film, Finn has toughened up a lot. He's also been experiencing PTSD and sees the grabber everywhere he goes. His little sister Gwen has been having extremely vivid nightmares and has been sleepwalking around pretty much every night. At one point, she gets a strange phone call in her dream from someone named Hope, who calls from a payphone out in the middle of a youth camp outside of town. Not only that, but she starts seeing the ghosts of 3 random kids who all died in various ways. She tells Finn about what she's been seeing, and he more or less just brushes it off. So, when she sees an advertisement to be counselors in training at the youth camp, they both go, along with their friend Ernesto, the brother of Robin from the first film. She believes that going to the camp will help figure out who these kids are and what happened to them. Later on, once they get there, they're greeted by the owner of the camp, Mondo, who's really the only nice guy there. The other 2 people in charge are both assholes. Anyway, they end up getting snowed in by a huge storm and are stuck there for the time being. In which time, Gwen has more nightmares and sees the kids again. This time, they each give her subtle clues as to how they died and who killed them. The initials WBH are carved in the ice, covering a nearby lake. One night, Gwen is in the midst of a nightmare where she comes face to face with the grabber, who is now a supernatural entity, pretty much like Freddy. He attacks her, but she's able to get away. After that, Mondo is really the only one who believes what they've been dealing with. Gwen tells him that her mother used to be a counselor there, but more recently, she had killed herself, which is something that was mentioned in the first film. And then we learn that the woman calling her at the beginning of the movie was her mother. Mondo opens up about the 3 kids that she's been seeing. He tells her that they suddenly went missing at the camp nearly 20 years ago, back in 1957. After seeing a group photo of the counselors from that time, Finn points out that the grabber was one of them. But back then, he was known as Wild Bill, named after Wild Bill Hickok, or WBH, the initials that Gwen saw in the ice. That would mean that the grabber was once Wild Bill, and the 3 kids were his first murders. Following this, Mondo and the others organize a search party for the bodies of the kids, hoping that it'll set them free and rid the grabber of his power. But just then, Gwen has another nightmare where the grabber appears and shows her what really happened to her mother. She actually didn't kill herself. She knew the grabber killed those kids, and he killed her to shut her up. As the group finds the remains of the kids at the bottom of the lake, the grabber shows up and a final battle ensues. Learning that Gwen has full control of her dreams, her and Finn fight the grabber and beat the shit out of him. Ultimately, they hack him up with an axe and send him to the bottom of the lake, which frees the souls of the kids that he killed all those years ago. Afterward, Gwen gets a call from her mother on the payphone and they have one last conversation, letting her know that she did good. The end. This one was amazing. It was hard to top the first movie, but they somehow did it. The grabber was a full-on dream demon, Freddy style. I also liked how this one focused more on Gwen and her abilities this time around. I mean, Finn was there, but she was the hero of the story. It was cool learning more about the grabber's origin, too. He was a counselor at the camp and slowly became the grabber as he killed more and more kids. Anyway, what an epic tale. The end fight was the best, though. They really kicked his ass. But I'm sure that's not the last time we'll see the grabber. That was Black Phone 2, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.